Well, the first thing I think when you're considering starting student-directed learning is to really understand the philosophy. You got to let go.
Many people at Concord Consortium have created activities where students can choose different variables. They can do online experiments. They feel a sense of control. They have a sense of control because they are in control of the experiment.
With student-directed learning, you kind of have to make your own decisions.
Sometimes I'll start out class. Who can report on their progress? And I'll have different people report to the class what's the state of their project, what's their plans to move forward, and also what are the different struggles they're facing. And then having several people do that, they can address each other's struggles as well. So it's definitely collaborative even when it's an individual project.
When teachers create projects that are integrated among subject areas, and I particularly work in primary, then over a period of time students can experience success in creating questions for themselves that they want to explore.
I think teachers need to understand that, I'll call it teacher school. When we went to teacher school, we actually were taught the process of controlling our room, making sure we're disseminating the information. And in 21st century learning, and especially when you're doing student-directed, it's really about the kid.
I think there are lots of areas where teachers could, even give a goal, but step back and just let kids do what makes sense to them.
In my class, usually I provide the context, but then I try to help students identify places where they can explore that in their own interests.
I asked Mr. Tully, can I learn how to use the 5D camera? Sure, figure it out. It's not like he sits there and lectures about it and tells you this is what you do, this is the button. You pick it up, you learn it for yourself, and you get to experience it hands-on.
So this whole theory of having students, instead of sit and listen to a lecture about it, they go home, they learn the information, they bring questions back into the classroom, so they ultimately will master the material because they themselves understood the process of the information.
I think that the professional learning community is a good model for the students to see. So they know that we're always collaborating, helping each other, supporting each other, asking questions, getting help, presenting our lesson plans to each other.
I think one of the most important skills a teacher can have is the ability to show their students that they're learning as well.
I think that we model that inquiry and collegiality that we want in the school culture.
Make errors and mistakes in front of the kids and then recover from those, or ask the kids for their help in your own learning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm equally a part of the class as the students are. I mean, we joke with each other, we kid with each other. There's a structure and an environment where it's going to be safe. But we have a lot of fun, and just as much as you're learning the process and you're doing things, I'm doing the same thing in my adult world.
So we have to scaffold to helping kids think for themselves. We have to teach them how to ask good questions. We have to teach them what it means to seek out strong, profound answers. We have to teach them how to collaborate in such a way that they're arguing to learn, not arguing to win, that they learn those listening skills so that way other people's ideas interact with their ideas and are changed by them, and vice versa.
We as adolescents get to figure out things for ourselves, and I think that's extremely important because when you leave school and you go out into the real world, you're not going to have someone telling you how to solve a problem. You're going to have to figure out how to solve a problem yourself.